Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and welcome to issue 44 of Building Your Own R2D2 from Deagostini. This issue seems to be quite a lot of building compared to the last few, which have been a bit rubbish. They supplied you with lots of screws and bolts this time, some metal pieces, and we're going to be using some of the other bits that we've previously built. For instance, these two that we just put together. We're going there, that goes in the middle, and these two go which way around? That way around, and that way around? No, that way around. There we go. And that's going to go like that. So I'm following the instructions, putting those together there, putting a nut in, tightening that up. So we're putting one nut through into that hole eventually, and then using one of these screws to hold that in place. I'm very happy that they're actually providing the screws that you'll be using mostly each issue at the moment, so well done. That locates in there. Again, two screws, two nuts in the back, with a screw going in the other side. Just getting one tightened in a little bit so it's not falling off, and then I can put the other one in. It does say to do both, yes. Trouble is trying to jump ahead without knowing why I'm really jumping ahead. Let's get those tightened in. That's that. Tighten those in. Yep. Then the other side, that goes onto there, like that. That in there. Screw in the other side. And the same again with the second nut. Seem to have one of each left over, which is fine. There's always screw spares on these kits. Might not be lots, but lots. The Falcon, I had over 100 spare screws at the end of the build, which is better than not having enough. So that's the completed leg. Then I'm using the surround that we've been building over the last few months. That goes on there, that way around, making sure I get it the right way up. It locates on. Yeah, more onto those than all the way over. And that's held in place with 2, 4, 6, 8 screws. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Yep. I can see 8 screw holes, so 8 screws it is. Ah, right, I just noticed I've got 2 different lengths of screws. 6mm ones that I've got to use for this, so let's get these shorter ones out of the way. Not sure what they're for quite yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so I've got one spare again. So let's get a couple of these in. Being that these are self-tapping ones, you don't want to be putting them in and taking them out lots. Get that located properly before I try. There we go. So, as ever, I'm not tightening all of these up. I'm going to be getting, basically I'll get half the screws in, alternating my way down. Then make sure everything is lined up how it should be, and then I'll go back, put the other screws in, and then finally tighten everything down. So let's get four of them in. Yeah, see, that cover isn't, I think that probably separate, that will be held by the next lot of screws, so let's get the other 4 in. R2D2. As ever, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying the build. If anyone else is still building, and I say in front of me, behind me, got any observations or notes, obviously leave a comment. If you're in front of me and know that I'm going to be coming up with something that's going to be a problem, give me a heads up, that'd be lovely, thank you. Let's just get that one tightened down. Yep, everything looks home there. Yep, it doesn't say to do anything with the other ankle piece yet. It's just tightening these screws, and then that is the end of this section. And indeed the end of this month's delivery. So I've got another long sitting down waiting. It's December at the moment, so I've got Christmas in the way to distract me. Whether I'll get another delivery this side of Christmas or the New Year, I have to wait and see, but if not, then in the New Year I'll be doing the next bit. That is that. Yeah, as I say, this isn't fully home because it's a separate piece that hasn't been screwed on yet, but I'm sure that will be coming soon. They can't keep us waiting too much longer. It seems that next time we get another LED display and some leg detail, the ankle details, and some more wiring, so a little bit more on the head, and that's issue 45 coming up, so we're almost halfway through. We've got one leg completed and one on its way, so I'm quite happy with how the build's coming together. It's looking nice, and be nice to see it working soon. The ankle piece will go on there, so I'll put that on there while I put it away. And yeah, as ever, thanks for watching. I hope you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and see you next month.